You know the film when I come back by Unity. You may say ya to the Conway Chimiji. You are welcome to our show that bitter treat. Bitter treat. Today, what is on the table that we are about to express our opinion on is about the state of the National Cathedral that was done by a immediate past president, Nana Akufo-Addo, the so-called self-acclaimed competent president, Nana Akufo-Addo, who ended up digging most expensive hole or pit in the whole world in Ghana with the cost of $58 million. Yet at the time that he made a pledge to God that he wants to build a national cathedral to honor him, he told the good people of Ghana that I will not use state resources to finance or to construct the national cathedral. The only thing that the state will offer is to offer land on which the cathedral will be built. Yet it came up that no, His Excellency, the so-called self-acclaimed competent Nana Akufo-Addo, was dipping his hands in national coffers to finance a disgraceful national cathedral. And today, Prof Ransford Gyampo is making an appeal to the President John Dramani Mahama to use Akufo-Addo's end of service benefits and entitlement to reclaim that disgraceful national pit, which he called National Cathedral. And this platform, the bitter truth, we are asking whether you agree with Professor Ransford Gyampo's request that John Dramani Mahama, the president, should use Nanado's end of service benefits to reclaim that land, the hole that he has dug, which is filled with water and now breeding mosquito to cause malaria to Ghanaians. Ransford Gyampo, professor, is making a passionate call on His Excellency the President John Dramani Mahama to use Nanado's end of service benefits to reclaim that land, to cover the pits, whatever that is left. Then the state can pay it back to Nana Akufo-Addo to serve as a deterrent and a lesson to our leaders. And this is what the bitter truth we are asking our cherished viewers, that do you agree with Professor Ransford Gyampo's call? If you agree, can you drop your comments in the comment section for us? You are part of this show. Remember, the immediate past president Nana Akufo-Addo, when he was being sworn in, he made a clarion call to Ghanaians that Ghanaians should not be spectators, but instead we should be citizens. Zayewa kanye day, and then Joseph Punama, your calling me the can want some year National Cathedral no want some. Bua warrior national prayer and thanksgiving. President John Dramani Mahama could be before National Cathedral no ho. Na inna of Beautiful Ransford Gyampo or catcher other the schedule to John Dramani Mahama then day. All year National Cathedral no want some day. So we did become one. Also, Nana Akufo-Addo na kwenye sikana on Manigana which you're in. Young family will be if so a monadoko na Nana Akufo-Addo odzine sabo on Manigana nisika $58 million, hoping $58 million. No day to a monadoko in the name that Orisa Sordans are Manyame, the way to Nancy. So, Bia Bakaya on maintaining another Akufo-Addo, the brother what you got the Obesi National Cathedral, ya saw the Chichirinchi, Zamanyako Pananan. Also, Bia Baton or Obano, Bakacha Yanko, Yanko, the bottom of your Mampina, Obesi, a saw the Chichirinchi, the Ashenim. Now, so many Obesi and also no money gun and this kind of Obesi. Honorable Chichikan Obesi. The Mangana Bayara there, Obi Yasase. No in there. Also, you may dinner and no man paying another Akufo-Addo. When Zulu Korama Mangana or the Manisika $58 million. No get your Monadoko in the Koha or in Brasso or Yako, Mende, Amononze, would be our show Ghana. They will $58 million. Also, we receive National Cathedral, Amona, in Nana de Danko Akufo-Addo, Otumiditri, they didn't know in the Nokon Lobis a day. And me of being for Ransford Gyampo ya been there. And the sort of to John Dramani Mahama then him there. So National Cathedral music. Nanado Akonde Sika Ghana Dibu Chenen. Yen will be for Cassier, and Monana with Yensu Tuna, Witunana. And Sana Dobacanan, Yeda Manana de Danko Akufo-Addo. No calling as a Mr. Yubi. Our Jimmy were YouTube, Ghana Ban News, or YouTube channel. Yes, if I didn't check to work, drop your comment in the comment section. Let us know. Do you agree with Ransford Gyampo that Nana Danko Akufo-Addo's end of service benefits, part of it must be used to fill the disgraceful pit in Nana? And then let's say Nana Danko Akufo-Addo. So today we have titled today's presentation as Mahama used Akufo-Addo's end of service benefit to reclaim his useless, deceptive, corrupt, expensive National Cathedral pit. Ransford Gyampo. Mahama used Akufo-Addo's end of service benefits to reclaim his useless, deceptive, corrupt, disgraceful National Cathedral pit. Do you agree with Ransford Gyampo making this call on His Excellency John Dramani Mahama? Let us listen to what Professor Ransford Gyampo said.
Inti me pade makade waka National Cathedral asamo so pedo kembia nas mkan de woma ituna expensive ituno we tuno oma yensu no yaka fe besika ne de su no Mr. Akufo-Addo nara end of service benefits and entitlement won febi won fensu tuno. National Cathedral is not of priority to the people of Ghana. Ghana forward to about Yetia Akufo-Addo. Abato no onye ba omian wotu tia no. It was a referendum on the failed governance of Akufo-Addo. What ye dem referendum no. They had the wastage and the thievery and the corruption involved with National Cathedral. They had it in mind. No, I dream what to the mabano or it's here Akufo-Addo no. Inti me pade makade waka National Cathedral asamo no so pedo kembia nas mkan de woma ituna expensive ituno we tuno oma yensu no yaka fe besika ne de su no Mr. Akufo-Addo nara end of service benefits and entitlement won febi won fensu tuno. National Cathedral is not of priority to the people of Ghana. Ghana forward to about Yetia Akufo-Addo. Abato no onye ba omian wotu tia no. It was a referendum on the failed governance of Akufo-Addo. What ye dem referendum no. They had the wastage and the thievery and the corruption involved with National Cathedral. They had it in mind. No, I dream what to the mabano what it's here Akufo-Addo no. Inti me pade makade
Onana Ransford Gyampo kanana. Osigana for abatwa yakoko no wo tutia oye osone party amoyekunu ne poto mo bore ne. Nya oye baumia na ojine nde frankato ni vuma MPP amoyekunu ne. Nemum sebi ishise bon ishise nyanse ni adwenam komiye. Ishise ya Nana Danko Akufo-Addo as president. Oh yeah, especially with regard to the National Cathedral, now only Gujuna so catch Ghana for that. I will not use state resources to finance National Cathedral. Yet, the so-called self-acclaimed president, immediate past president, a disgraceful Nana Danko Akufo-Addo, ended up spending $58 million of Ghanaian resources just to dig a hole, a pit in the name of National Cathedral. Professor Ransford Gyampo is saying that these were the reasons that Ghanaians got angry and voted massively against Akufo-Addo and his government. Because of those reckless decisions, governance decisions that Akufo-Addo took. If you remember this platform, we had done 2 previous publications on National Cathedral. As soon as they started, our presentation publication was that a National Cathedral being constructed on foundations of lies, deception, and corruption cannot stand. We had done 2 previous publications where the bitter truth, we stated that Akufo-Addo's National Cathedral, being constructed on foundations of lies, deception, and corruption, cannot stand. Because look, the truth is you cannot mock God. You cannot deceive God. So if the immediate past president, Nana Addo Akufo-Addo, decided to engage in corruption using the hiding behind cathedral, to engage in corrupt practices, to use deception to steal from the coffers of the state, God will not allow him to succeed. So this platform, bitter truth, we are not surprised that National Cathedral is in a mess. It's a total disgrace to Nana Addo Akufo-Addo and this country. So today, if Professor Ransford Gyampo is calling on His Excellency, the President John Dramani Mahama, that as a country, as a government, we should take a decision to use Nana Akufo-Addo's end of service benefits to reclaim that land. This platform, we agree with Professor Ransford Gyampo. And not that alone. You see, there were prime residential facilities for judges, yet Akufo-Addo's reckless decision demolished all those prime facilities in the name of constructing National Cathedral, corrupt National Cathedral. This platform, the bitter to we will urge His Excellency, the President John Dramani Mahama, that not only his end of service benefit to be used to reclaim the land, but the expenses, all the residential facilities that were demolished, we should calculate the cost and surcharge Nana Addo Akufo-Addo for taking that useless governance decision. This is what the bitter truth we are also adding to the request being put forward by Professor Ransford Gyampo. We are saying that all the both residential facilities and other buildings that were destroyed, that we got to know as a result of some Tosa Black Horse publications, that some embassies lost what? Some companies lost their prime facilities, which has become the cost to the state. All that we are asking His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, that we should cost all those costs and surcharge Nana Addo Akufo-Addo, so that he will learn a bitter lesson from his reckless governance decision that he took. Remember, the show you are watching is the bitter truth. Yes, say a cow judges one of them no one be Akufo-Addo sebi. Open the OC. Oh yeah, so that the man so would be manga why a cow but the Omanga and the yes, see them coming in a na Akunja a manable chain and admin. Yet soon you name feeling. Mwabakani ya daman. So one son young one court, young Tony made the padi, no you put your cup. Said the name in some the hook in my chimba, one or also my bunny in there. Eba, when my chum may be your money that in chim, and she said there will be a make sure the bay she say, or for so, me put to the bubble of Manigana. No quang, 24 say, or your way. Nekanso, or your cana, one abaka. No call you in Yabaka. Into the Yobi said there, John Dramani Mahama is a corner. A queen Jessica Yedibuchia, Nanadin, Yanti, Name, Ubika, Yezabaman, Ibianka, Nigga Pojo, Yan Fanuko Court, Yan Fan to do, Janton, Nayan Sisi, or Manana. Big the old thing, young one, Pino, woman, economy, and Cotton, and San Bodonka. Sabi said the Indian Siberian. The calling in the of being freelance for Gyampo, ya gini day. Ni end of service benefits and moving CC assassin was saying. In Japajo manager Pajahua was saying, no. Then you finishing. Nan Yamfanya Omani. Moyen some Nawama, a chimba, one a washroom or abandoned. There's a gun of Mawakunya there. By your man paying. Bosumo mana. It's in Yansa, Mukozi, Yakumapa. Na the bosom Oman Ghana. Send and when ye are a social one and Yazabamo. See, we are Ransford Gyampo.
Na Cathedral is also on my engine who ABR and or there ye trada or do call sika foforo sika onya ban sika and also the be a we if baby I want to baby on the mafutu ameze man there obi krane nyame na obi nyina ho Akufo-Addo orishe ne nyame bode oboa no obeye omampanyin a obesi chapel dan amane no President Mahama no nyi ho enti on President Mahama wan hye Akufo-Addo wan hye nyame bo na oboa no obeye president bioma obesi chapel dan amane no hye dem bo no na President Mahama no so onye Mr. Akufo-Addo ne ba to the Bible asolo David kade obesi chapel dan amane nyame ama wensa o mama ne ba Solomon si na President Mahama onye Akufo-Addo ne.
We agree with Professor Ransford Gyampo. We agree. The President John Dramani Mahama during National Prayer and Thanksgiving that he made a statement about the National Cathedral and the way forward, what it should be used for, that if it should be reconstructed, no, we have to relocate that National Cathedral, and as a country to decide on the way forward as far as the National Cathedral is concerned. Professor Ransford Gyampo is giving advice to the John Dramani Mahama that at the time immediate past so-called self-acclaimed competent Nana Akufo-Addo made that promise to his maker, John Dramani Mahama was nowhere. He was no near Nana when he was making that pledge, that call to his maker that if God helps him to become president, he will construct a cathedral in his honor. So let not John Dramani Mahama commit the state into that reckless decision. He is asking that look, so we are saying this platform, the bitter to the we agree with Ransford Gyampo, and we should even go a step further. All the judges' facilities, the residential facilities that were demolished by immediate past president Nana Akufo-Addo's reckless decision, we must cost it and surcharge Nana Akufo-Addo deduct it from his end of service benefits. This will serve as a lesson to all political actors. This is what this platform, the bitter, we are asking. We are adding to the call of Ransford Gyampo. The member on the Yedzi Nana Akufo-Addo na kwenje sika nko na yedi betua hwe Nana no nye ndi the no ye no betia the rusa so da na manyame but opekuna mo wi omani sika opekuna odini sama sha omani sika mu ominti na odi oye omani sika $58 million wa be asabe se the way fe needs ni obu amma omani Ghana one ni omani etimamofo ni na enzi ho komo oh za ya pada ye ni ya kada ya for omani sika na mu za weke se ni ya beto transfer de omani sika kakra bokum yi na wofon amumbu papa no kolbata ho enyi zibata ho enyi amumbu a wofon de amumbu oye inclusive governance but Nana failed to do that when he was dipping his hand at the blind side of the citizens of this country to take $58 million just to dig a hole and then people are describing as the most expensive hole and there is filled with what? Stagnant water. Recently, some Ghanaians swam in it. We are adding to the call of Ransford Gyampo that the judges' buildings that were demolished, let the state cost it, and let us deduct it from Akufo-Addo's end of service benefits. If something is left, we can pay it back to him. If it is not up to the cost, and all those companies whose facilities were destroyed, that now it has become the cost of the state. If after costing it and his end of service benefits is not up to cannot pay it, let us go after his properties. The things that he has done, he has his personal properties, let us lay hands on it and use it to defray the cost. Truth is bitter. Remember, the show you are watching is bitter truth. We are saying that Nana did not mean to build a national cathedral, but probably it was an avenue to rape the country. And we continue to say that a national cathedral being constructed on foundations of lies, deception, and corruption cannot survive. Listen again. The bitter truth we are saying our position is that a cathedral being constructed on the foundations of lies, deception, and corruption cannot survive. So we are not surprised. No wonder that the National Cathedral is one of the greatest disgrace to Nana Addo Akufo-Addo's administration. And all those who associated themselves with the construction of the National Cathedral, God will continue to disgrace them. You cannot mock God. God is not your playmate. Nana Addo cannot deceive God and all his associates. We remain vigilant that a national cathedral being constructed on foundations of lies, deception, and corruption cannot and will not succeed. Remember, the show you are watching is The Bitter Truth. Let's listen.
Intino, pede menyin dado de omampi Mahama Mpobobodo oil kan wasema na asmo kan de ituna Akufo-Addo wetu $50 million no tuna wetu no oma yensu no intino
ya pada say Ransford Gyampo
menyin dado de omampi Mahama Mpobobodo oil kan wasema na asmo kan de ituna Akufo-Addo wetu $50 million no tuna wetu no oma yensu no intino
yenyu owa Professor Ransford Gyampo ya dem say you be sue oya the disgraceful National Cathedral Pitina Nana Addo Akufo-Addo tree uniguasi Nana Addo Akufo-Addo tree na ene associate na chronics na mesika ye be sue ni Nana Addo fi Nana Addo Akufo-Addo na kunje sikemu. If we ought to reclaim that National Cathedral pit, that disgraceful, corrupt, deception National Cathedral pit, which has become a disgrace to Ghanaian state, to Ghana, in the eyes of the international community, we agree that the resources to reclaim that land must come from Nana Addo Akufo-Addo's end of service benefits. He must pay for it. We support the call by Ransford Gyampo, and I believe that well-meaning citizens of this country will subscribe to Professor Ransford Gyampo's call, and we are saying that it must not end there. The buildings that were on that land that the Akufo-Addo, by his reckless decision, demolished, we should cost all those buildings and the company's buildings that he has, private companies' facilities that he has demolished, which has become the cost to Ghana. It must all come from Akufo-Addo's end of service entitlement. If the money is able to pay for it, so be it. If nothing is left and is not up to, let the state go after his properties so that it will serve as a deterrent to our government officials, politicians. Remember, the show you are watching is The Bitter Truth Show. Drop your comments in the comment section. Do you agree that covering that pit, Nana Addo must pay for it? If you agree, drop your comment in the comment section. Look for Ghana Bad News on YouTube channel. Subscribe and drop your comment. On Facebook, kindly drop your comment. This is The Bitter Truth. We say it as it ought to be said, without mincing words. This is an unadulterated Bitter Truth program. But the reason we don't, so kindly drop your comment in the comment section. Remember, Nana Addo Akufo-Addo said, "Let us be citizens, not spectators." Thank you for watching the show. May God bless you. May He keep you. May He keep you away from trouble. So we come your way with another unadulterated, authentic, bitter truth program. We say goodbye.